So way back in the day, I was a big fan of the Mechwarrior and Ghost in the Shell games. There was just something really cool about the robot-on-robot combat of these games as you stomped about the battlefield in 40-foot tall mechs, firing off volleys of missiles and getting in close for a piledriver kill that other first-person shooters just didn't have. Now I recently spotted a new mech combat game on the eShop by the name Ace Robot Combat and got a pang of excitement. That wasn't until I discovered that it was published by none other than Max Interactive Studio. And so today's Before You Buy video is just a little warning about this publisher and about what you can probably expect from Ace Robot Combat. Now back in the early days of the channel I covered off a ton of different asset flips, and while scam games seem to be taking over as of late, publishers such as PixArts, Benjamin Kistler and Peter Skolsky were flipping assets on a daily basis. This is where Max Interactive Studio come into the mix, as they too were amongst the most prolific asset flippers on the eShop, releasing absolute gems such as Little Squire's Quest, an asset flip of Hero Rescue adventure puzzle game, Ace Invaders, a Space Invader flip using the asset No Space Invaders, Shinobi Blade, which is Ninja Ryan with the main character sprite replaced, and their very own version of Hammer 2 Reloaded, perhaps the most notorious asset flip in gaming history, and one which has already been released 3 times on the Nintendo Switch. Taking a look at Ace Robot Combat though, the publisher promises thrilling and heroic missions as you take control of the most advanced and awe-inspiring mecha in existence and wreak havoc upon your foes. And the publisher has done a good job of advertising the game with multiple trailers showing off its variety of mechs and a bit of the in-game combat. However, I was instantly a little dubious and decided to do a spot of digging. Now I identified the asset that they've used for this one as being the Retro Mech Simulator created by Kevin Foley, which is sold on the Unity Asset Store for $75 and contains everything you need to start building your very own mech simulator game. The asset comes with a variety of functional weapons including autocannons, missiles, lasers and a railgun, 2 fully functional mechs, as well as a variety of terrain textures, sound effects and buildings. There's also a WebGL demo where you can give the asset a try and it functions quite well, having a retro visual aesthetic to it, but it's all pretty simple and is designed as just the foundations of a game. Looking to Ace Robot Combat, it appears as though Max Interactive Studio have built their very own menu system, added an additional mech into the mix and given the mechs a lick of paint, and they've probably put a bunch of different missions together for you to play through. But we can see that they have the same selection of weapons on offer. Going by the track record though, it begs the question, how much have they actually done to modify the moment-to-moment gameplay? Well, we can see that they're using the same HUD setup, and in the OpenGL demo you cycle through your equipped weapons as you fire them, and the mech controls are pretty clunky, with you walking backwards and forwards and having limited turning capacity, so if they're stuck with these then I could see the combat being a little frustrating. They do also appear to have replaced some of the environmental features, and there appears to be a few more enemies in the game, but having seen some of the previous releases, I'd still be reluctant to pick this one up, even in a sale. Now, I may be wrong and they may have done a complete overhaul on this one and really put some effort into building on the original asset, so I'm not explicitly saying that you shouldn't go out and buy this one, but I figured I'd give you the heads up so that you know who they are, what they've done previously with their asset flipping shenanigans, and warn you that you may just be getting another low effort asset flip with this one. If you have already bought and played the game though, be sure to leave a comment down below on your experience with it so that other potential buyers know what they're getting with it, and let me know whether it feels as fleshed out as it looks or whether it is as shallow as I expect it to be. For now though, drop a like if this video helped you out, subscribe for more Nintendo Switch content, and until next time, take care of yourselves and game on.